Oh, good afternoon. Welcome back to another video from A Acre. This one is just kind of a rando. Um, I was asked, hey, can you just go through and just model some of this random part for me, and then maybe make another video of doing a quick drawing of it. So I was like, sure, why not? So I don't know if there's a whole lot of use in talking a lot in this one. Um, Maybe you want to listen to some music, but I was asked, hey, just make something and do some cutting and extruding and maybe some hole wizard work, so forth. So let's see if I can satisfy that request. That doesn't sound like a tough one. So um, center rectangle's handy for symmetry. Um, let's make this thing a little flatter. And let's make it 3 inches wide. And let's add another layer of symmetry by using a mid-plane extrude. Okay, so there's a random block. Let's say we needed some protrusions off this side. Um, but we're thinking about it from a profile. So if I don't want them to go all the way across, do I want to go there? No, let's just go all the way across. See, that's the problem with talking while I'm doing something random. You never know what you're going to hear. So I want a corner rectangle. And space it off the side 3/4 of an inch. Let's make it 3/4 of an inch tall. Not very creative, right? And how about 1 1/4 wide? You like that? Okay. So notice I'm going to say I want to go across this thing up to that surface. Okay. So there's that first protrusion. Anything we want to do to that thing? Throw some chamfers and fillets on it that maybe mirror it over. Let's see, what else do we want to put in that mirror? Let's group our stuff together, shall we? So let's start with our fillets. Let's say what does a 1/4 inch fillet look like? Looks big. Let's go half of that. Okay. And now some chamfers. And let's do the same bottom edges like it's channeling it down into something. All right. Let's go ahead. Do we want to fillet that edge or chamfer that edge? And we'll leave it for now. All right. Now if we want the same thing over here, we will just select those features and the midplane and we'll mirror it. Done. All right. Now let's bolt it down somehow, shall we? So if we want to use a hole wizard, if we're planning on using a standard fastener in it, let's say we're planning on using a socket head cap screw, so we'll go with a counter bore. Now, why SolidWorks changed this to alphabetical order rather than most common, who knows, but they did that quite a while ago. Socket head cap screw is your most common in a counter bore. And we're going to go all the way through, which is pretty much the norm for a counter bore as well. I'm not sure why that's not default. And we will place it. All right. I would like this to be in the center of that thing I sketched on the other side, that boss. So I'm going to do that. Okay. And then I'm going to rotate to see. Okay, it's those inner edges that I want. I'm seeing tangent edges out here. That's annoying. So Let's do a center line from corner to corner, shall we? And we will put this directly on the midpoint of that center line. That way we know it's always centered on that face. It's a long bore. We could always make this thing shorter too, couldn't we? All right, so there's our random hole. Everybody like some better shaded with edges, I think. Again, we could move this back and add it to the mirror. Let's just do that. So you saw that I dragged that, right? So there's no parent-child relationship between that and the mirror. So I can move it before the mirror, and then I can add it to the mirror. So one more thing, please. Add that hole to the mirror. Thank you. Just keeps the number of features in the tree down. Okay. What else do we want to do while we're playing this game? Put something else in this face. Maybe we'll just put an extruded cut through there. Drilling a big hole is probably the easiest thing we can do. Maybe it's just to make it a little lighter. I'm not sure what the hole would be for, but we'll just put a hole there. Through all. We're just playing and having fun at this point. All right. And then let's put some type of weight reduction feature in this face. Well, let's see. This is the mirrored side. This is our original side. We'll keep working on our original side. How about that? Let's see. Extruded cut. Let's offset the edges in the opposite direction and say we always want to have we'll go with that for right now. I always want to have 3/16 and our depth. Let's take a look. How deep can we make this and it not mess with integrity of... That's too much. It gets kind of thin right in there, doesn't it? Well, we can always draw that up a little bit here. So let's go with that for now. Let's go 1/4 inch on this. Give it a little bit thicker walls. And then we can do some filleting, which will help make it stronger too. Right. Okay. So now we've got that feature. And what's the likelihood of being able to pull this mirror all the way to the bottom? Boom, look at that. We can mirror everything. Come on, add this extra stuff for me. Let's see, we're going to add this. Oops, not that. We don't want to mirror something that's in the middle. Should have closed my Outlook, huh? Okay, so mirroring a bunch of stuff. Rebuild. Bam. All right. So we got some pockets on the sides. Got this nice big hole through the middle. Not sure what any of this stuff's for, really. But that gives us something to play with for making a drawing later. So what's the last thing we need to do? Well, we need to set a material. We can say this was just a low carbon steel. And we want to set our feature properties. Our part properties. So description, always caps, right? Block, random, because I don't know what to name it. Material, we will link that to the properties for material. Weight, we will link our weight to SolidWorks property for mass. And finish, we did say this was just a plain steel, so maybe I'll just black oxide this thing. Okay. All right, we're ready to save it, choose a part number, and roll on. So there's the part modeling portion of this one, and then I will do another one to talk about creating a quick drawing of this thing. All right. Thank you. Have a good afternoon. I'll see you soon.